You've waited long enough, everybody. Let's Talk Anime returns, but it returns with a Aura, a Dora, a Muda, an Adi, a Vola, and another Muda. Yada yada daze. It's time for Let's Talk Anime. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Let's Talk Anime Season 3. This season is going to be different. We've got a brand new set, as you can tell. We've got different topics to talk about in terms of anime and manga. And we've got, get ready for this? More dangerous. So, fun fact about today. Today is July 11th, which is my birthday. Happy birthday to me. So, I thought we're going to start the season off talking about something I love. Well, yeah, anime, but not just any anime. We're going to talk about one of my most favorite series. I'm talking about the one, the only, and I'm pretty sure you can kind of tell, Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. This episode is mainly going to focus around Part 1, Phantom Blood, as well as a good overview of all of the whole series. So, you get an idea of what kind of bizarre adventure you all will be embarking on. So, let's jump in by talking about the creator of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the one, the only, the great, and possibly a vampire, Hirohiko Araki. Araki grew up in Sendai, Japan. He had a normal household, as well as 2 twin sisters. Fun fact, they annoyed the shit out of him. So, he spent a lot of time by himself reading manga and also looking at his dad's art books by Paul Gauguin. Araki drew manga on the down low. When he was old enough, he started submitting a lot of his works to different publishers. However, he got rejected a lot, and let's be honest, being rejected isn't fun. Especially when you start seeing people a lot younger than you submitting works and getting published in different mangas. So, one day, he drew up a really good manuscript. He went straight down to Tokyo, went up to Shueisha and asked specifically to speak to someone to look at his work. One of the main people who worked at Shueisha came out, sat down with Araki, looked at his work, and criticized him very, very much. But the editor told him it had a lot of potential, and that Araki had a lot of potential. He told Araki to really clean it up, polish it, make it look better than before. When he did, it became one of the selected works at the Tezuka Awards. That work of Araki's was known as Poker Under Arms. And this was only the start of the greatness that will follow Araki to this day. You see, getting that kind of boost of confidence that your work was one of the selected works at the Tezuka Awards is kind of a big deal. So much so that Araki ended up dropping out of college just to write manga full time. And when he did, he created the series Bow. However, Araki wanted to create something he truly loved. He wanted to make a series that revolved around things like mystery, science fiction, mysticism, magic, and a lot of Western music and Western movies. And in short, we've got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So, what is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Well, it's a very bizarre adventure. Okay. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, it's more of an experience. A gold experience. Ha! JoJo reference. You see, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a series that's broken off into 8 different parts as of right now. Each part focuses on a different JoJo, but all the JoJos are connected, except for parts 7 and 8, but that's a completely unique thing. Each part can be summed up like this. Part 1. 2 rich kids fight over daddy's fortune and vampires. Part 2. A British guy acts more American than regular Americans and fights super buff guys because JoJo. Part 3. Clint Eastwood, Guile from Street Fighter, Indiana Jones, Paula Abdul, Iggy Pop, and a guy who loves cherries go on a road trip to kill a vampire. Part 4, David Bowie vs. Prince. Part 5, Gang Stars Paradise. Part 6, badass female versus fashion designers. Part 7, okay, a paraplegic and an Italian executioner go on a cross-country race, and they have to kill the president because Jesus Christ told them to. Also, dinosaurs. Anyway, for part 8, 4 balls, David Bowie, and some fruit. Let's talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1, Phantom Blood. We're focusing on that JoJo. His name is Jonathan Joestar. He's from the illustrious Joestar family from England. He's a pretty good guy. Like, he's just your basic, he's borderline Gary Stu-ish. And he's kind of boring. But, trust me, if you get past Jonathan, the other parts can be good. But that doesn't mean Jonathan has anything bad for him. Jonathan is a smart guy. He's a really, really kind soul. And he also does this really cool thing where he breathes and he can punch people with the power of the sun. Because Jojo. Now, Jonathan's name actually comes from a line of family restaurants that Araki would usually go to get coffee. They were called Jonathan's. Now, you thought that the next character I was going to talk about might be Marlon Brando. Or you also thought it could be Ronnie James Dio. But, Goro Dio da! One of the most evil characters I've ever seen in an anime. Next character, you've got William A. Zeppeli, who is an Italian master of the art of hamon, which is basically fancy breathing that allows you to punch with the force of the sun. And you also have Jonathan's best friend, Robert E.O. Speedwagon. One of the coolest characters you want. Plus, he's got a kick-ass hat, and you cannot deny that. And then there's Jonathan's girlfriend, Irina Pendleton. She exists. I'm serious. There's not really much to her in part 1. I mean, she does some things in part 2, but she just exists. Now, I don't know if you realize this or not, but a lot of the names tend to kind of reference a lot of real life singers, songs, actual places, and things. For example, take Dio Brando. Like I said, his name is Dio, named after Ronnie James Dio of the band Dio, Holy Diver, and Marlon Brando, you know, the Godfather. But there are a whole bunch of other characters with unique names. Take Diablo, for example. He references the song 21st Century Schizoid Man by King Crimson. He also has an ability called Epitaph, as well as another ability called King Crimson, as a reference to the song Court of the Crimson King by King Crimson. Jimi Hendrix is another example of references in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. There are characters named Little Wing, Crosstown Traffic, Purple Haze, Stone Free. Part 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure takes place in the year of 1999. Bizarre Summer! With Josuke Higashikata, whose appearance was modeled after Prince. Take it a step further, there's another character named Yoshikage Kira, whose appearance was modeled after David Bowie. Yoshikage Kira's ability, known as Killer Queen, has 2 unique bombs, the first one being Sheer Heart Attack, and the second one being Bites the Dust. Another cool thing about the series are the ending theme songs. They're not just the standard, hey, Japanese ending theme song to an anime. No. These ending theme songs are actually of Western songs. For example, the end of parts 1 and 2, the ending theme song is Roundabout by the band Yes. The ending theme songs for part 3 are Walk Like an Egyptian by the Bangles and Last Train Home by Pat Metheny. Part 4 is none other than I Want You by Savage Garden. And the ending theme songs for part 5 are, for starters, Modern Crusader by Enigma, and I cannot believe I am saying this, but Freakin' You by Jodeci. But overall, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, it's a wild ride, and the ride is so much fun. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll wonder why is it. But I can promise you, it will be a very bizarre adventure for you. So yeah, that was a brand new episode on our new set of Let's Talk Anime Season 3. So, if you like this episode, please do me a favor and like, comment, subscribe. And if you're on YouTube, smash the subscribe and the bell. You get notifications for new episodes. And tune in next time where we're going to do something a little bit nostalgic. Until then, peace out. Posing like this, or this, or this. And most importantly, this.